وبين
The annual Tafseer organized by the International Organization of Jamiah Brotherhood in partnership with Jamiah Muslim Syria Association of Nigeria, Ahmad University's other chapter at the Faculty of the main campus between 5 and 6 p.m. weekday of Ramadan continues on the 15th ayah of Surah Al-Rahman. Our Sheikh Brother Sabila will conduct the Tafseer, while the stars of the moon Yaku will decide the Quran for us, inshallah. We are streaming live on Facebook at Timsan TV.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وخلق الجان من مارج من نار
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم ملك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار وخلق الجان من مارج من نار. Allah Ta'ala is now, He's told us how man is created originally. Min salsalin kalfakhir, from clay that is dried. When you hit it, it will make noise. Wa khalaqal janna, and the second people that are given responsibility on earth are the jinn. Wa khalaqal janna, and these jinn, they are created min marijin min nar. They are created from when fire is intense. You find there is the blue part, there is the yellow part, there is the part inside that is completely transparent, yet it's the hottest. You find the blue, the yellow, sometimes the red, but you find a part that is completely transparent. It is from that transparent one that this jinn, they are created. That's why you find the behavior of man is completely different from the behavior of the jinn. Man is created from something that is heavy. It's earth. Earth is heavy. So man always is staying in one place. To move, he needs energy to make it to move. The jinn is created from what is transparent, that is already of fire. So always you see it in fury. By nature, they are in fury. They are not settled. They are only settled when they are moving. But when they are in one place, you find them that they are asleep. Somebody is mad, is not settled. And that's why also by their nature they are transparent. If they are here, you don't see them because they are transparent. But if man is here, you see man because the material is thick material. You can see the material. But that transparent part of fire is still material, but that material is transparent. So they can pass through, you don't see. Air is material, but air is transparent. You don't see air. Then the other waves in the electromagnetic spectrum are also materials in their own right, but they are transparent, so you don't see them. So that's why the jinn, they are always not stable. If anybody is possessed by a jinn, you find him in fury going about because it's created from margin min nar.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. فبأي, which of these favors آلاء ربكما, these favors of your Lord, you too, تكذبان, do you put to lie? Like I told you, when you repeat something 3 times, you say it's for emphasis. When it's beyond 3 times, it's no more emphasis. There's something else in it. Each of these lines, like when you just say, خلق الإنسان من صلصال كالفخار. In another place, we've said it. من تراب من حمأ مسنون. All this is now left for you, that you are told this. Why is Allah saying all this to you? حمأ مسنون, it smells. The earth, you can see there is no water in it, it's dry. Then it's another place that هو الذي خلق من الماء بشرا, and he created man from water, which means water is there. If you come to human being, 60-70% of his body is water. All this. And when it comes to the jinn, he has said, min marijin min nar. So look at the behavior and look at the behavior of a jinn. Man likes to stay in one place. Except he has energy or he has eaten, he can't move about. But jinn is always moving about. Then, which means these are books on themselves, that if you stay, you will see that it's a favor from Allah that man, you are created from clay and water, and it's also a favor to you that the jinn is created from the transparent part of fire that is intense and hot. When you look at these two and the behavior of each is enough for you to know who man is, to know who jinn is. And by the time you finish, you will see all these are favors on themselves. Therefore, you too, you the jinn, because you are transparent, you are able to sit down now, tell somebody what is happening in his house when he cannot see it. But because you are also moving, you're not stable, you can't stay in one place to complete one task. Man can stay in one place. He can't easily move. So for him to go and find what he will eat, just to go and find it, not that he's going to create it, he's going to find it. It becomes a problem for him. All this, you sit down, as you think about it, is enough book of its own. Then at the end of each of it, you ask yourself, Allah has done so much favor for us, for making us to be men, to create us from earth initially, then from dust, then from a clay that is well integrated, that is smelling. Then later on, this clay has dried. Then you look at it, what do I eat? All I'm eating, like that Allah has said it. فِيهَا فَاكِهَةٌ وَالنَّخْلُ ذَاتُ أَكْمَامٍ وَالْحَبُّ ذُو الْعَصْفِ وَالرَّيْحَانُ. All I'm eating is also part of my body. Because everything that you eat is also from the earth. Because I'm from the earth, everything that I eat is also from the earth. You start looking at all this, then you see the favor of Allah, that earth is feeding earth. Then you see the jinn. What are they eating? Bones that are just pure minerals that hardly burn when fire touches them. Then you now come to know that everything that you are seeing is well calculated by somebody who is much, much ilmin alim. That the knowledge is beyond even your contemplation. His creation is beyond your contemplation. Then you should submit and prostrate.
رب المشرقين ورب المغربين
رب المشرقين ورب المغربين فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Allah goes to another book. رب المشرقين. This your Lord is Rabbu, is the Lord of Mashriqaini, the two easts. وَرَبُّ الْمَغْرِبَيْنِ, and the two west. فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Think of this. The favor here is so enormous that on its own too, you can write a book and you will not finish writing the book. Which of you will you say is a lie? Allah said, Rabbul Mashriqaini. Those of you that do geography, you know equinox. You know that the earth is tilted about 23.4 degrees it's tilted. The axis is tilted about 23.4 degrees tilt. So, and you know it's a sphere, the earth is sphere, but that sphere is not complete because the spherical is complete at the center, but from the top, north and to the south, is a bit flat, just a bit. Just a bit. So when you see this, then that the axis is tilted just 23.4 degrees. So which means as it is rotating on its axis, As rotating on its axis, sometimes one is closer to the sun, the other one is further away from it. So if today you see where sun comes out through the window in your house, and you have another object there to make a relative comparison, you will find out that where the sun is coming out is changing. Where it is setting is changing. The true east and the true west only happens one day of the year. But the remaining is either northeast or southeast. Northeast or southeast. Then it comes back again. So within that gap, you have Mashriqaini, you have Maghribaini. So here, if you go again and you are looking at it, that you have this, Allah himself in the Quran, he didn't just stop here. He said in another place, Rabbul Mashriq wal Maghrib, la ilaha illahu. He is the Lord of the East. He is the Lord of the West. There is none but him. In another place, he said, Fala uqsim bi Rabbil Mashariki wal Magharib. Here is Mashriq, Maghrib, one. The other one is continuous. Fala uqsim bi Rabbil Masharik wal Magharib, inna laqadirun. Will I not swear with the Lord of East that is going like that, and the West that is going like that? We are capable. Without this, you will not be able to have a time that you will find that for the people that are at the equator continuously, the daytime is 12 hours, the nighttime is 12 hours. But for those that are upper at the equator, at one time it increases, at the other time it decreases. Those that are below the equator, at one time it decreases, at another time it increases. If it was just once like that, it will be perpetual increase and perpetual decrease from the sun. Because for a sphere, the distance from the sun is closest at the equator and is farthest at the North Pole. When you look at the sphere, that small distance will be permanent. But because it is at an axis, sometimes those areas too, they receive the sun, sometimes they too, they don't receive. So you find now that you have days that are just a bit upper in the equatorial region. Sometimes you find our days are longer, our days are shorter. Even in this Ramadan, you can see the breaking of fast started at about what time? About 6:40, and it is coming down. Whereas the sahur, that is the dawn, started at about what? Another 6:40, 6:41. Oh, sorry, 5:40, 5:41. But it's also coming down now. So all this is what Allah is saying, Rabbul Mashriqaini or Rabbul Maghribaini. Remember that this Quran is sent to the Prophet ﷺ, who gave to us. And these Arabs that you are talking about at that time, they don't know calculation. All this is they are being told for the first time, most of it. So you can imagine where Allah is taking us to, that you have to have knowledge. That's why Sheikh Ibrahim Niasse said, Sheikh Ahmad Tijani declared, he said, إِذَا سَمِيتُمْ أَنِّي شَيْئًا فَزِنُّوهُ بِمِيزَانِ الشَّرْعِ فَمَا وَافَقَ وَخُذُوهُ وَمَا خَلَفَ فَاتْرُكُوهُ. So if you hear that I say anything, whatever you hear I say, go and weigh it with the weight of Sharia. If it conforms, I said it, take it. If it does not conform, I did not say it, don't take it. Sheikh Ibrahim said, with this weight of Sheikh, he is telling us that we should all go and be scholars. Because if you are not a scholar, how do you know the scale of weighing in Sharia? But if you look at it, Allah from the beginning told the Prophet, Iqra, read, which means all Muslims are duty bound to be knowledgeable. All Muslims are duty bound to know how to read and write. After the Battle of Badr, about 70 pagans were held as prisoners of war. They were either to ransom themselves or then they decide what happens. In ransoming, they are to ransom with money or ransom with teaching. So a person that knows how to read and write is asked to teach some Muslim to read how to read and write, then that's his ransom, then he goes. So this reading and writing is not a small thing. Knowledge is not a small thing. That's why we, particularly in Nigeria, we have a problem. You see a person, he has not read novel, he has not read any book. All he's just doing is browsing, going, looking at TikTok, looking at all these messages. Let us have something that we are reading. Even this novel, read it. It will give you. There is some knowledge you get. You have come to school, study geography, study physics, study biology, study history, study English. Whatever you study it in depth, so that you can understand what you are doing. Allah wants us to have knowledge. Because you see, these people now, Allah said, you have to be thinking how. In another place, you said, after that, from sperm. Then he's telling us now, then he said, Rabbul Mashriqaini, Rabbul Maghribaini. Why is this? Look at the figures in it. That is making the whole world to enjoy sun, to enjoy cold. That's why you find there's winter, there's summer, and then there's equinox. There's another time that the the teeth makes it that the sun is completely from the other. So you have Mashriqaini. It's a gap before it comes back again. Before it comes back again. It's not exactly east, it's not exactly west. It's exactly east and exactly west only one day in the year at the equator. If you stay and you are studying this alone, as I tell you now, go to Google or go to the internet or go to AI and try to study any of this alone. It's enough for you as a course. That's why Allah is telling you, look at the favors of Allah by having this. Telling you at the time that you don't even have the knowledge for, is to let you know that this is the Creator. He's telling you now.
مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. This is another book again. Allah has told you the favors you are getting from the earth to be tilted so that it has a wide range of changing, that it moves you close to the sun, far away from the sun. You are having more hours in the day, you are having shorter hours in the day. That the Prophet ﷺ even said it, that the time you have shorter days and longer nights is like the person that is fasting is being asked, look at a gift from God. You fast for a short period of the day, you have reward. And you have the night to stay long to supplicate to Allah. Because the day, you are busy. وَجَعَلْنَا النَّهَارَ مَعَاشًا قُمِ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا نِصْفَهُ أَوْ انقُصْ مِنْهُ قَلِيلًا أَوْ زِدْ عَلَيْهِ وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا إِنَّا سَنُلْقِي إِلَيْكَ قَوْلًا ثَقِيلًا. This is night. إِنَّ النَّاشِئَةَ اللَّيْلِ هِيَ أَشَدُّ وَطْئًا وَأَقْوَمُ قِيلًا. This is at night. وَإِنَّ لَكَ فِي النَّهَارِ صَبْحًا طَوِيلًا. But in the day time, you are busy doing one thing. So it's at night you stay to learn how to stay with Allah. If you want to stay with Allah tomorrow, it's from this world you learn it. Allah calls you. You have to learn how to stand before Allah. You fold your arms. You are listening attentively. You are hearing what you have been told. You are learning how to talk to Allah. If we were told that just go to Allah and address Allah, all of us probably would have gone to hell. That's why the Prophet ﷺ, from beginning, he made it known to Allah, teach me how to address you. Teach me how to address you. And he was giving Fatiha. He also gave it to us. You want to address God, address like this. But you are in front of Allah, you don't even know how to stand before Allah and receive message. And tomorrow you want to go and stay with Allah? No, you can enter paradise. But stay with Allah, you don't have the character to stay with Allah. If you don't have the character today, it's today you learn it. Then Allah is now telling us, Maraj al-Bahraini yaltaqiyan. You, man, after you get all this, after he has said, after you have gotten what you are eating, the next thing that comes to you is you want perfumery. You want people to see you, that as you are coming, the fragrance is all over you. The same thing with man. After he has gotten a good day and a good night, and he has gotten money, the next thing he wants jewelry. Maraj al-Bahraini yaltakiyan. Bainahuma barzakhun la yabghiyan. Allah is telling us now of the river and of the sea. Maraj al-Bahraini. These two water, they come, they meet. The river comes, flows. The sea is waving like that. Then the two of them meet. Bainahuma barzakhun. Even though they are meeting, they don't mix. There is a thin line that the gravity of this or the density of this is different from the density of this. And you just see change immediately. If you come here, just changes immediately. Allah said, I'm the one that has put that protection, so that there is no place that fresh water is fresh seawater. Seawater is sea fresh water. Fresh water is fresh water. Seawater is seawater. No matter the amount of rainfall, no matter the amount of wave, it does not come and spoil the fresh water. The fresh water does not come and spoil the seawater. Seawater is salty. It's for a purpose. Fresh water is not salty. It's for a purpose. The fresh water you drink. You grow your crops. You do all the things you want to do for your livelihood. The seawater is big. From there, it's very easy to evaporate because it's salty water. So it evaporates, goes up to make a condensation, and becomes rain that comes back to you. But fresh water does not evaporate as fast as salty water. And then again, salty water, a lot of animals are there. Since some of them will die, some of them are there to protect them. They are salty. That's why even animal in the sea, automatically Allah calls them meat. They are already meat. Prophet he was asked if we used to travel. Oh Prophet, we are traveling, we hold water, and then we go and enter the sea. When we are in the sea, we want to make ablution. If we say we are going to use our water, fresh water, to make ablution, it will finish, and we don't have something to drink. What do we do? He said, no. He also, that one is good. You understand now? He said, Tuhurun ma'uha wa hillun maytatu. The water itself is pure. Make ablution with it. Don't think that it has salt. That salt is part of its natural state. And then even anything that dies in it is still food. Eat it. That's why when you take fish, whether it dies or you just bring it and you kill it, it doesn't matter, you eat it. Because it's from salty water. There is nothing that until the blood comes out like the freshwater animals. And when this group that came and they were trying to be obstinate to the ulama, one of the things they say in those days is that fish, if you have it, you must slaughter it before you eat it. There was a time that thing was serious in this country by this same group, forgetting that Allah has called it meat already. What is meat? You don't have to slaughter it. So all of us, let's be very careful. Between this fresh water and this seawater is a thin line. La yabghiyan. They don't transgress each other. Look at fresh water. Look at what it brings to you. Look at seawater. Look at what it brings to you of food. Will you not thank Allah? We thank Allah.
يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
يخرج منهما اللؤلؤ والمرجان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Allah is telling us another book again. Now, most of our people, you find them wearing beads. Where does this bead come from? Wearing necklaces. يُخْرَجْ مِنْهُمَا, from this fresh water and from this sea water, يُخْرَجُ, from the two of them. It is brought out from these two. Al-lulu, pearls, wal marjan, and corals. Lulu and corals, these are precious objects that are organic. Unlike gold, diamond, platinum that are inorganic, found in soil. When you come to the river, you have pearls from the river, you have corals from the river. When you come to the sea, you have pearls from the sea, you have corals from the sea. But in the case of corals, they are more prevalent in the sea, because pearls are a formation when there is a drop of a substance inside the oyster that is supposed to be like an impurity, but you start putting a nectar on top of it, and it starts building, and it grows, and it becomes a small ball. Pearls, most of the time, they are white with good luster, or they are golden yellow with luster, and they are costly. They are taken from these oysters. But in the case of coral, in their own, it is the animal skeleton itself. That's why some people that are protecting, that say that we should protect the ocean, are now saying no, we should not. People should not be allowed to be wearing corals because they are taking it from its animal skeletons, which some of them are killing animals to make sure that they can use. These are tiny, tiny animals. They come together and they form clusters together, and then they form the shape. Corals, when you see them in the fresh river, most of the time, they are fossilized. They are there. Whereas the other minerals like this gold and the rest are from, earth pressures over millions of years. These ones are organic. These ones are inorganic. These ones are organic. So Allah is saying that you, the Arabs, you remove these things. Like most tribes, you find most of these kings, they are wearing beads. It's because they want to show that they are rich. And it is also believed that these beads, if it's from the river or it's from the sea, it has some aura, it has some power, it has some force. Some will give you calmness. Those that use it, this is what they say. Some will make you to have pressure when you are with people. That people will feel your pressure. But la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. In our own case, we don't even wear, the Prophet used to wear ring. He removed it. Some of us, we don't even know what is ring, let alone beads. It doesn't reduce anything. Hold to zikr, hold to Allah, you have all that you want. So you find today, a lot of people are wearing bangles in their hands because these are minerals from the earth that is inorganic now. They believe by wearing it, it will reduce your blood pressure or it will do this. Some are wearing beads, tiny beads, some heavy beads, some red beads. Like in Kenya, there's a particular bead that's very costly. All these are corals from waterbeds. The pearls are normally very smooth. You find some of them, the luster is there, but most times some corals are red. But most of the time, pearls are white to yellow to gold. You find this queen or princesses, find them wearing it on their neck, very round. It's naturally like that. It's not cut. It's not shaped. To tell you that Allah knows what is there. At the time he was selling these Arabs, so most of them don't know where these things come from. There are a lot of people today, if you go to them, this bead you are wearing, where does it come from? They don't know. But the artificial ones that are made in factories today, that are also sold, when those artificial ones are brought, you may not differentiate them from the real ones. But the real ones are costlier because to get them, you have to go to where they are. And where they are is difficult to get. So that's why Allah is telling us that we respect our fresh water. We are taking water from it to drink. We are also using it to do our irrigation. We are using it to do to cook our food and all the rest. We also have the sea water. From it we go and take our salt. Don't we also go there and take ornaments from there that are pearls and corals? Are we the one that make it? Why do we price it so much and we take it so costly? Because when you are now wealthy, you want to show your wealth and you want to show your beauty. when you are beautiful, you go and buy those things. They go and seek from it from under the sea or from under the beds of the river, and they bring it for you. Allah that provided all this for you, and you go there, and it has become a source of economy, a source of keeping your wealth. You keep it whenever you lack money, you take it out and you sell. When you are having occasions like marriage, you give it to the bride, she wears. Everybody, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Look at this. Just like you wear gold that is inorganic, you also wear pearls and corals that are organic. All these are favors of Allah. Which one do you deny? You didn't. There is none of it that you did. You didn't make it.
وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
وله الجوار المنشآت في البحر كالأعلام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Allah opens another chapter again. The same river we are talking about, the same sea we are talking about. There is something on top of it that you use in moving. وَلَهُ الْجَوَارِ الْمُنْشَآتُ فِي الْبَحْرِ كَالْأَعْلَامِ. What people knew before were basically boats and canoe. At this time, these big ships are not yet there. But Allah was telling that there are big ships. وَلَهُ الْجَوَارِ. There are these things that are moving. كَالْمُنْشَآتِ, that are built and constructed. Fil Bahari, on seas or on river. Kal Alam, that they are like big mountains. Today we see ships like big mountains. In those days they were not there. The first ship that was built is that of Prophet Noah. And me and you were in that ship that day. Because whoever is in this world today was in that ship that day. And after that ship came Ostawat al-Judi, and came to settle on the mountain of Judi. The 80 people that are there, none of them gave birth again. The 40 men and 40 women. Only Anabi Nuhu was giving birth. And here Allah did it to teach us a lesson. Because Anabi Nuhu said, Innaka intazarhum yidillu ibadaka wa la yalidu illa fajiran kafara. Rabbi gfirli. Then he now said, Allah, don't la tazar min al-ardi, la tazar min al-kafirin dayara, la tazar min al-ardi fil kafirin dayara. Allah, he was begging Allah, don't leave any kafir on earth. Don't leave any kafir on earth. Because if you leave them on earth, there's nothing they will do but give birth to other kuffar. Allah said, okay, I hear. Allah answered the prayers. He is the only one who gave birth after that. Where are the kuffar today that are on earth? They are from where? They are his children. Just like the earlier ones are the children of Anabi Adam. Because somebody is a prophet doesn't mean that the children cannot. Even his own son. So always Allah is teaching us. So his next is telling us, وَلَهُ الْجَوَارِ الْمُنْشَآتِ فِي الْبَحْرِ كَالْأَعْلَامِ. This thing that is moving, jariin, that's to move, something that is moving on the sea, that are constructed, that are so big, like mountains. Allah says it's for him. So he said, which of this do you deny? Here, which means we should always go back and recognize wherever we are taking our sources from. You have references. You always make references. And you always give acknowledgement. The first ship built in this world is by Noah alayhi salatu wasalam. And it's Allah that taught him. So any ship today is from that ship. No matter what you add to it and what you remove from it. Allah says it's for him. Look at how this world is. There are things we want. We don't have it. They are in India. Some are in Asia. Some are in Australia. some are in America, some are in UK. How do they bring it here? No matter how heavy they are, in tons, metric million tons, they are transported on this river, on this ship, and they are brought to us. There are things we have that they don't, that they need, they don't have. They want cotton, they want granite, they want maize, they want minerals, they want all these things. How are you going to transport all these things? Even today that there is air, can you transport them by air? They are too heavy, millions of metric tons. You transport them by this ship. The power in this ship that Allah is saying, "Wallahu al-jawari al-munshaat bil barik al-alam," is what Portugal and Spain took advantage of and used in defeating people and enslaving people in the time they enslaved people. It's because of their power on the sea. Allah is telling also, whenever you are taking something now that came to you, was transported to you from a foreign land, most of them coming by sea, like your cars, like your motorcycles, like your engines, like all these heavy things, it should occur to you that it's the favor of Allah that made Noah to make this ship that day, that is now making this thing possible today. And later on, you now knew that when something is hollow or has air inside, it will float. From the first floating of the log of wood, that because it has air pockets inside it. Allah said, all these favors that I grant to you, O man, which one do you put to lie that you will not submit to me, you will not prostrate, you will not be thankful to Allah?
كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
كل من عليها فان ويبقى وجه ربك ذو الجلال والإكرام فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. Allah is saying, Kullu man alayha fan. Everything on it, on this earth, on this river, everything that you are seeing, fan, they are going to annihilate. They will all go into non-existence. Only the face of your Lord will remain. Here, does Allah have face? So when you say face, it means the person. Come, let me see your face, or let me see your eye. Give me your eye here. He's not going to give you his own eyes. You are talking of himself. That's why whenever somebody is talking to you and you are standing there, if you are not facing him, then he's not talking to you. This is one of the things that we have to learn from the Prophet ﷺ. Whoever is talking to him, he faces that person squarely. Until he finishes, he will not turn to another person. Today, sometimes you are talking to somebody, he's on his phone, say, continue, I'm hearing. This is disrespect. If you are not willing to say, please wait, let me finish, then we talk. Don't say because you are multitasking, you are listening to this, you are listening to this at the same time. I said, I have not put two hearts in any body of any person. You have only one heart. So Allah is telling us, Kullu man alayha fan. Everything will come to annihilation. They will come to not exist. Only Allah will remain. Why? Because these things were brought by Allah just to examine us. They are here just as mata'an, as provisions for us to eat, to sleep, to drink. When we finish, what is going to happen? Everything will go away. Even road that is there, the day they decide to turn that place into a building, it's no more a road. What happened? You remove all the road. Same thing, Allah, everything on earth is going to go. So don't, because of that, all these favors that Allah said He has made for you, you go and لا تسجدوا للشمس ولا للقمر واسجدوا لله الذي خلقهن إن كنتم إياه تعبدون. Don't go and be prostrating to the sun, to the moon, to people that are on it, to the food that you are eating. Oh no, this food is like this. The sun, it has so much value. it has to be worshipped. You even take a calf or you take a cow and you are worshiping it and you call yourself a human being. Allah said He puts it there for you. When you now see somebody slaughtering a cow or calf, you said they must kill him. In India, this is what happens because most of them are pagans. And then the Muslims there, they hate them because of this. The Muslim dare not sell beef. Says they are God. Animal is your God. And because they are doing that, they put the blood, they do this, they think they are getting a success from it. No, it's temporary success. They are also getting a lot of suffering from it. Everything will go, only Allah will remain. Everything will go, only Allah will remain. So from now, stay with Allah.
يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
يسأله من في السماوات والأرض كل يوم هو في شأن يسأله من في السماوات. This Allah that is saying رب المشركين رب المغربين, that is Rob is saying here is Allah. يسأله من في السماوات والأرض. Everyone in the firmament, whether they are angels, whatever the creature they are, or even they themselves, they are the sun, they are the moon, they are the stars. Yas'aluhu, they are asking Allah. Well, everything on earth, whether they are organic materials, they are plants, they are animals, they are the inorganic, all they are asking from Allah. Kulla yawmin huwa fi shan. Every moment, Allah is in an affair. In this issue, one person came and he was asking, Allah said that, is it that Allah is starting something that is in every moment is in an affair? No. Then they said, no. Shu'unun yubdiha la yabtadiha. It's enveloping it. It has already been finished, but it's appearing. It's just like when you take a cassette, or you take a SIM, whatever it is, this microchip, and you put it, and you are watching the film. You have already put the chip, it's finished, but it's coming out and coming out and coming out. Then it takes time before you finish seeing all. That's how the world is. So this is for you to know that there is no moment that you own. Even the oxygen you are taking now, every moment that your body is asking Allah for it. Every moment. That's why the day answer is not given. But the oxygen is there, your body cannot take it. Then they may have to now use machine to give it by force. If you are lucky, it may resuscitate. If not, most of the time, the person goes. Every moment you're seeing is every moment. It's not that your sin is continuous. That's why you don't know until one day you just see, you can't see again. He has glaucoma. No, the permission has been given. Is taken. It's every moment your eyes is asking for permission before it can see. Every moment. Not every day, but here it says day because day is a moment. Kulla yawmin huwa fi shan. Allah is appear for every moment. So in your life, when your cells are multiplying every moment, how many millions of cells are dying in your hand and being changed? Look at soup. It's made. You leave it, it doesn't go sour. Just put your finger inside, it goes sour. Because there are so many cells in your body that are dying and rebirth, dying, as you have dropped some there. Like that. Knowledge has no end. But as much as possible, whatever is Allah is talking about, try to learn about it. Because he's drawing your attention to something. يَسْأَلُهُ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ كُلَّ يَوْمٍ coefficient. Everything in the firmament, animate, inanimate. That's why يسبح له ما في السماوات يسبح لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن من شيء لا يسبح بحمده ولكن لا تفقهون تسبيحهم. Everything is glorifying the perfection of Allah at every second, at every moment. Whether it's organic, inorganic, plant, or animal, or angel, or the jinn, whatever it is. Which of the favors of Allah that He has done for these you two people, you the jinn and man, which will you deny? None will deny Allah, and to you is the praise.
سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان
سنفرغ لكم أيها الثقلان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان. سنفرغ فإذا فرغت فانصب. Allah said, I will have time free for you alone. أيها الثقلان, all you these two heavy creations, because we are the ones weighing on earth. Our weight is on earth. We are committing so much sin on earth and burdening this earth with a lot of weight. إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها ثقلان وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها. The weight of sins we are putting inside the earth, one day to bring everything out. That's what Allah said. أيها الثقلان, oh you these two heavy beings, سنفرغ لكم. Just wait. I will have free time for you. This is fearful as much as it is encouraging. Which means if you sit down in front of Allah, Allah is free with you. Prophet said, Li waqtu ma'allahi la sani malakun mukarram wala nabiyyun mursal. I have a time with Allah that I'm just with Allah. Not an angel can come close at that time, nor a prophet. Every time, particularly at night, half time that you stay, you are in front of Allah. Allah said, I will have your time. Then those people that are doing evil, like these grandchildren of monkeys and pigs, that are busy bombing, saying they are bringing peace to the world. Everybody sees them as destroying. They say they are bringing peace. And people out of there fearing because they have no fear of Allah. They say, no, you two don't retaliate. You two don't do this. They are even afraid to criticize an imbecile. Allah has their time. He's coming. If you don't come, Allah Himself says, when you finish and you are free, then take action. So their time is coming. Allah gives long rope. Not that He's negligent. No, He gives long rope to pull. So Allah that said He has given you this much time, why don't you stand up now and be with God? Why don't you stand up now and be with the Prophet ﷺ? Why don't you stand up now and improve your character? Why don't you stand up now and be thankful for what Allah has given you and learn more of this world to know the favors of Allah on you? Which of the favors of Allah are you going to deny? None will deny, O Allah.
يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان.
يا معشر الجن والإنس إن استطعتم أن تنفذوا من أقطار السماوات والأرض فانفذوا لا تنفذون إلا بسلطان. Allah is now asking, is now addressing who? Ya Mashar al-Jinn wal-Ins. You, the congregation, you, the people of the jinn, and you, the human beings. Ya Mashar al-Jinn wal-Ins. In satatumu an tanfuzu min aqtari samawati wal-ard. If you believe that you can eject out of this firmament that I have used in covering you, you can eject out of its limits. Famfuzu, do it. But notice, la tamfuzuna illa bisultan. You cannot eject from the limits, the boundaries of this firmament, except with authority. Again, this is fearful, and again, it's hopeful. People say they have gone to the moon. Where is the moon? What's the moon? The moon is a planet for? Planet of where? Of which organ? Planet of the earth. The moon is still in the earth. Even this little distance that they went, that is the moon. It's not yet, they have not gone to any firmament. Let alone to get to the sun. Let alone to go to where the sky limit is. Nobody can do this except one that has authority from Allah. La tanfuzuna illa bisultan. So since he told you this, which means you can get authority from Allah. And the authority is there. Subhanallazi asra bi abdihi laylan min al-masjid al-harami ila al-masjid al-aqsa allazi barakna hawlahu linuriyahu min ayatina. Then we were told, إذ يغشى السدرة ما يغشى ما زاغ البصر وما طغى لقد رأى من آيات ربه الكبرى وأن إلى ربك المنتهى. All this we are told. The Prophet ﷺ has moved beyond all these limits, gone beyond the sky, gone beyond the creations, gone to the first heaven, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, beyond it to Sidratul Muntaha, beyond it to the throne of Allah. Here, which authority did he use? Allah. And the Prophet taught us this authority, that if we stand before God and we say Allahu Akbar and we start Fatiha, we start from Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. By the time you get to Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Malik Yawmiddin, you have passed all these firmaments and you are in front of Allah. Here the world is out. And we are told just now, Kullu man alayha fan. To get to Allah, everything has to go away. Everything has to go away. That's why when you are going to say as Allah, he said, Allahu Akbar. Allah is above everything. It's greater than everything. You clean everything away. When you clean everything away and use these names, you get to where Allah is. It's not distance. No, it's not space. It's you that something is enveloping you. You're not able to cross it. If you cross it, then you this whole world you annihilate it. The world you annihilate it. The firmament you annihilate them. Nothing remains. You get to where Allah is. So Allah is telling us now, La tanfuzuna illa bisultan. You cannot get and eject yourself out of this system except with authority. Today we are here. Gravity is on us. G 9.81 meter per second per second. It's on us. We can't go. Our body is heavy. We can't go. But Allah says, let us fast once in a month. 1 month in a year. La'allakum tattakun. So that perchance we may know fear of Allah and distance ourselves from what is bad and go close to what is good. By the time we do it, then we are very close to Allah. That's why at the end he said, La'allakum tarshudun. At the end he said, وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي أَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ. Not after fasting. When you ask of me, look at me. Qarib, I'm close to you. Because you have removed the veil. What is keeping us like this? We eat too much. We talk too much. We see too much. We drink too much. We bother about things that are unimportant too much. Let's take this things away. I said, La ilaha illallah. Al-awwal, al-akhir, al-zahir, al-ba is the only thing that is there. Nothing. And these things will go away. But when your mind, you are thinking of the food you eat, you say it has no meat. But how can I get meat for it? No, this is my dress. I don't like it. It's the one I saw that politician wear. It's the one I want to wear. No, this car I have, it's too old. This is where your mind is. When are you going to remove all these things from yourself? So Allah is telling us, "Kullu man alayha fan, wa abqa rabbika zul jalali wal ikram, fa bi ayyi ala'i rabbikuma tukaziban." Ya ma'shar al-jinni wal insi in istata'tum an tanfuzu min aqtari samawati wal ard fanfuzu. If you know you have the capacity to go, do it. Sheikh Ibrahim Yai said, with this salat, aragna bihi, is with it that we are able to pilot and get out. At the end, when you leave this world and everything is taken away from you, you pilot also, you get out of it. Because your soul is from Allah. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. All of us, we have to be very careful and know that this world is just here for us to use so we can get to Allah. It's not an end by itself. It's an end to Allah. Wa anna ila rabbikal muntaha. It's time. So may Allah forgive all of us. All of us, I'm enjoying all of us to continue to pray for Iran. Anybody praying for Iran today, you are praying for the Prophet and his community. Any person today who does not bother, he's not bothered about the Prophet and the community. Because they are the only country, whether they stand correctly or they don't stand correctly, but they say they are standing for Allah. Your country, let your country say that and see what will happen. If you are bold enough. Just Sharia, they say they want to do in Zamfara. Look at what the enemies of Allah turned Zamfara into. Just because Zamfara said they want to do Sharia, that's all. They brought banditry, they brought rustling of animal, all these things. Just because Borno is the heart of the Quran, look at what happened. So all of us, let us pray for Iran. May Allah grant them success. May Allah grant Islam success. All these, their enemies, may Allah humiliate them. Allah, we don't have any power, but you have power. And we don't have anything, we have you. We have the Prophet. Allah intercede for us. Crush these people. Let all of them be humiliated in this world and hereafter. They and their progenitors. Let them not see goodness of whatever kind. As they are destroying and they are killing the grandchildren of the Prophet, killing Muslims, killing grandchildren of Sahabas, Allah also destroyed them. These people that they eat and they drink human blood. Look at this Epstein file. What is revealing about these people? They are the ones you are talking about. Don't bother about these so-called Islamic countries. Their leaders, most of them are children of prostitutes. Their mothers are who? From where? Children of prostitutes. One day, Seda Bilkis, she came to Iotb conference and said he was going to ask a question. And he wants Sheikh Darabochi to answer the question. She said, if a house is spoiling and in this house there are legitimate children and they are bastards, who should bother about repairing the house? He said, the legitimate children. He said, you are the legitimate Muslims today. You people that are doing zikr, are staying with Allah, are saying la ilaha illallah. This is what is Islam. You are the legitimate Muslims. Stand up and repair Islam. Don't say, because this one is Shia. No, this one is this. If Islam is touched anywhere, stand up for it. Hajj, bring all of us together. Fasting this month, bring all of us together. The Quran, bring all of us together. The Prophet, bring all of us together. We say la ilaha illallah, bring all of us together. What is in the flag of Iran? What's in their flag? Allah. All of us, let us be very careful. Their leader is grandchild of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Khomeini too is like that. It's not enough for us. Somebody is telling you this. Yes, Khomeini, Ali Khamenei is very lucky. He died as a shaheed in the month of Ramadan. But the people that caused it, they think that they have achieved something. May Allah destroy them. Amen. All these, they are pilots. May Allah destroy them. Amen. May Allah put confusion into them. Sayyizamul jam'u wa yuwalluna dubur. Bal sa'at maw'idhum wa sa'at adhi wa amr. Insha'Allah. May Allah destroy all the enemies of Islam, all the enemies of Muslims. May Allah reward our parents for us. May Allah forgive them. All of us, we have our needs. We are asking Allah to bless us with our needs. What we shall eat. We need good health. We need good food. We want to wear good things. Salah is coming. We want to have clothes for our children, for ourselves. May Allah give it to us. Some of us are looking for good wives. May Allah give us good wives. Some of us are looking for good husbands. May Allah give us good husbands. Some of us are looking for good houses. May Allah give us good houses. Some of us are looking for good work. May Allah give us good work. Some of us are studying and we want to have good degrees. May Allah give us good degrees. All this is easy. Let's do our part. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, may He give us, on top of all this, the love of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May He give us the love of the Prophet. May He give us taqwa. May He give us imani and increase it in imani and make us leave this world with kalima la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim, siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim.